3 episodes into Marvel's She-Hulk Attorney at Law, it's pretty clear that they advertised this accurately. They essentially said that it's a program made by activist women for activist women. That's pretty much the people who are enjoying it right now. It's getting a lot of pushback across all different sites because it's cringe, it's unfunny, the showrunners are completely hypocritical in the way they're portraying certain things, but most of all, a lot of people just find it incredibly boring. When you have a comedy that's not very funny, that tends to happen. And of course, we've seen the traditional Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 4 portrayal of male characters being brought down a peg by these female characters. And in the last episode, of course, what everyone was talking about was the end, where She-Hulk, after the cast and crew, specifically Tatiana Maslany, talked about how it's not fair, the obsession that men have with female bodies in the MCU. They shouldn't be held to this standard. Why are they being so sexualized? Of course, ends that show with twerking her ass, her CGI ass. So a lot of people pointed out this hypocrisy. The problem with trying to appeal to the demographic that Marvel's been trying to appeal to is that it is never enough. There can never be enough representation. There can never be enough, say, women working on something. There can never be enough people of color representing something. And even if maybe you do hit all these check marks, you're always going to make some mistake. You're not going to appeal to the right people. You'll say one thing wrong, and the woke mob will come after you. So when Jameela Jamil, who is in She-Hulk, bragged about, hey, I'm the one that got Megan Thee Stallion on board for the twerking scene, guys, she also was very active on social media that day. And she said something that she ended up apologizing for in the most ridiculous manner, because when you apologize to these people for things like this, when you start to try to play these woke games, you will never win. It doesn't matter how much of an activist you are, how much you virtue signal, what you put in your fucking bio, it doesn't matter. They will come after you. I accidentally misgendered someone who was rude to me on here because I did not know they were non-binary. I instantly corrected myself, but nobody reads your bios, people. Please include your pronouns in your name on here to prevent misunderstanding / offense if it's important to you. Obviously, I'm sorry for making this innocent mistake, but if we don't do more to prevent this mistake, it will keep happening, which is bad for everyone. Put pronouns in your names. I've done that with mine. It took 2 seconds. Now, on the surface, I find this cringe and stupid and fucking ridiculous for anybody to worry about these fucking pronouns. Anyway, it's stupid because a lot of them are made up, as we know. However, it does look like she's saying, hey, listen, I want to make sure I respect everybody's pronouns, so consider putting it in your name. Well, of course, someone who's not non-binary or not trans speaking for people who are, that didn't go over very well with this crowd. Look at my friend Carrie Smith here. If you ever doubted woke is a cult, with purity tests, group madness, false confessions, struggle sessions, and public mobbings after someone has made a demanded apology, look no further than She-Hulk actress Jameela Jamil's insane apology and the even crazier responses. Look at some of these. You're centering yourself in this issue and then giving people advice on how they can make it easier for you not to make a mistake. Many of us do check bios. Speak for yourself. Look at these. She does respond because she was going back and forth with some of these people. Many of you don't have a lot of followers. This makes it easier for everyone and mostly protects the person with the sensitivity around how they're gendered so that they aren't triggered when interacting. I mean this in the kindest way possible. The language you use around this issue is problematic, and the way you're approaching this is wrong. Then go to move is not to assume gender. You may have a lot of followers, but what do you do speaking with people IRL? You ask. And it's not hard to default to they, them if you don't want to assume, but calling people triggered because they want to be respected is high-key dismissive. Literally, don't assume. Your follower count has nothing to do with this. Then she further steps in it because you can't argue with these people. These people are fucking insane. This is what you get. When you're a part of this woke cult, when you're a part of this woke mob, this is what happens. Actually, as per Chica, people also do not like having they, them used when they have a cis pronoun they prefer. Those people should all, cis and GF non-binary, have their pronouns written in their names if they can literally and understandably be triggered by being misgendered. Oh my God, you're literally making it trans people's fault for being misgendered. Please stop digging a bigger hole for yourself. Look at some of this shit, right? Look at some of this. It's literally not their fault if you didn't read their bio. Stop blaming them for your carelessness. I love this response. There's no such thing as non-binary. And misgendering is not a thing. Stop apologizing for things you haven't done because the mob comes for you. Be stronger than this. That is a great fucking tweet. I can't even see this because it doesn't exist anymore. Meme back. Look at Charles Kahn. Not good enough. I love that too. Jake Shields doesn't even know. I'm pretty sure this is satire, but I don't really know. It's not satire, unfortunately. Have you considered just not arbitrarily gendering someone you don't know based on what gender you think matches their appearance and just using they and person? Honestly, this is really upsetting to see someone as ostensibly progressive as you. It is never enough for these fucking lunatics. And so She-Hulk, the cast and crew, as woke, as progressive as they are, Jameela Jamil, as woke and progressive as she is, it will never be enough. The woke mob will always come for you for some reason. Just the latest insanity from everything involving She-Hulk.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.